Guys, welcome to the Blue Room Music Studio. I'm glad to have Ra Ra Rasputin here today, recording with us for the first time.
Thank you very much.
Yeah.
Thanks for having me.
You guys feeling good today?
Yes.
You guys have been off the grid lately. Can you tell me what you've been up to the last couple months?
February of last year, we decided that instead of constantly going through the cycle of playing shows, and trying to find some time to record, that we would take a sabbatical of, 4 or 5 months and actually sit and write and then start preparing to record.
We're not terribly productive on the songwriting front if we're constantly prepping for shows, so we just decided to take time off of that and just write.
We wrote probably like a dozen songs last summer, and then we took some time to kind of shift gears, and we prepared for our 5-year anniversary show, which was at the Black Hat and was very fun. We did a couple shows out of town, and then we switched, now that it's winter, into recording mode. So we have a studio of our own here in DC, and we put together 3 songs that we're just about finished with. We're hoping to put out within the next couple weeks. And then we're going to keep rolling and work on some more songs, which is what we've been able to get started on here today.
How did you feel today with you have the ability to record simultaneously and see and hear each other in the same room at the same time? Did that affect your level of musicianship or the chemistry you have together when you're performing or recording together?
One of our main goals being here, it was to lay down some solid drum tracks. And very happy that we could do it here, and to be able to play in a big spacious room, there's just a great natural sound, and to be able to play together, since our studio is very small, so we have to kind of do one instrument at a time. So I kind of do the drums and by myself, and then we add the other parts. So to be able to play with everybody in the room together, you get such a good vibe, sort of that live feeling.
I've been really impressed with the sounds that we captured today, and impressed with how easy it was to do so. Without overdubbing anything, just setting up and playing, going, and then being able to run through a song, run upstairs, and listen to it, play it back, and with little editing or any manipulation, it just sounds fantastic. I've been really impressed with the sound quality that we got with little effort. And it's fun, and then you don't have to, not having to worry about that kind of stuff allows us to sort of focus more on the music and playing it.
So much of what we do is electronic and synthesizers and pre-recorded things, programming, and so it's nice to be able to take that and then add in the vibe that we get from all playing together.
As convenient as it is to be able to go in and overdub track after track to get the perfect part or recording, it's so much more engaging when we're playing as a unit and playing off of each other.
You mentioned some of your influences already. Can you tell me some of your other musical influences or artistic influence otherwise that influence your music, your songwriting together as a group?
My main influences have little to do with what I do in Ra Ra Rasputin, typically. So for this group, I think I get a lot from like early Duran stuff, The Cure, things like that tend to be, or even Blondie and more dancey kinds of bands.
In general, I'm into music that has a strong, repetitive groove to it. I like a lot of Afrobeat. Fela Kuti is probably my favorite musician, and so I try to put some of that layered percussion kind of stuff into the music we do with Ra Ra. And but I'm into a lot of pop music. I listen to Madonna and Michael Jackson and a whole lot too. So
I've finally started to take the time to get into jazz, and also spending a lot more time with minimalist electronic music from the 70s. A lot of the stuff that was being just made on computers, big mainframes, and seeing how that kind of ties into like groups like Radiohead, who would sample stuff like Paul Lansky. And it's weird because the thing is I just like to listen to that stuff just to see what comes out of it. But as per what helps me compose and to write and work on stuff for Ra Ra, ESG Liquid, a lot of stuff from New York in the early 80s, very stripped down, rhythmic and funky.